Introduce yourself.
I'm Mr. Richards.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad of an issue do you think substance abuse is in our community?
Ooh, on a 1 to 10, I would say I would go a 9 or a 10 because I think the majority of homeless people have substance abuse. It seems like they might have some type of substance abuse problem, and I think it's just like in general, it's pretty prevalent inside of a lot of our homeless stuff.
Over 70,000 drug overdose deaths occur in the U.S. annually.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about that?
I'm not surprised. I'm sure it's going up because I know that there's been a lot of cases of like fentanyl overdoses. So like people would think they'll be buying like cocaine or like perks or like all these different drugs, and it's really just stuff cut with fentanyl.
Yeah.
So like there was this kid, I think like a year ago, I knew he died from using fake pills. So it's I think it's like really, really common. But I'm surprised the number isn't higher.
Yeah. What do you think we should do as a community, as a school, or as a city?
I think there needs to be like a lot more preventative stuff. So like if people knew like, hey, these drugs y'all are using can lead to death, like legitimately. You don't know where these people are getting these drugs from. You don't know anything about these drugs. So it's like very, it's like really dangerous for people to use. And I think like you just gotta do like a lot of preventative stuff. Just like, hey, you know, like whatever causes people to lead to like use drugs, like mental health issues or whatever, I think there should be more stuff for that in place to help people. You see the effects. Like the other day, you know, I was with one of your freshmen and I ordered food and we went outside and there was a lady riding down the street naked on a bicycle. And it's like he sees her all the time, but he knows she's on drugs the majority of the time. So it's just like you gotta be mindful of that can be a reality if you're not careful of drug use.
Do you have any other comments or anything else you want to say?
On substance abuse?
Yeah.
You just gotta be careful, man. Two things. I was talking to this guy one time and he said he used to smoke crack. And this was like 20 years ago he stopped smoking. And I was like, yo, what's that feeling like? And he said to this day, 20 years after he stopped smoking crack, it's still the best feeling he's ever had in his life. And you just gotta be careful, man, because all it takes is like one time. One time you try something and you hooked, you know? Well, I got a friend, when coronavirus first started happening back home, he was smoking PCP and he went on the roof 14 floors up and jumped. All it takes is one time to use a drug and get hooked and do something like you regret. And especially with all that fentanyl stuff too. So you gotta be just like really mindful of what's going on. It's dangerous.